Hello. I wanted to make a video because I haven't really been writing lately. Kind of, I don't know why. I just can't really be bothered to kind of be that cathartic. But over the last few months, I've had like an amazing kind of development, I'd say, in my mind and my body, and I wanted to kind of share like the kind of mechanism in my mind that led to me being able to lock that in, because I think it's going to help a lot of people who maybe haven't quite kind of discovered something similar themselves, or maybe you're stuck like me for ages in a pattern. And it's normally like a trauma, and it's kind of, it's sort of triggered by our kind of nature and nurture, like we know. And yeah, once the symptoms come along, I think we get so lost in kind of like pharmacology and what other people think, and all this kind of stuff, that we learn a lot about something, but we never really kind of learn about what it is to us, and what it is to let that go. So the thing that really helped me was I'll talk a little bit about narcissism quickly, actually. So narcissism archetypally, like we know what it means, but it doesn't really, like, on a personal level. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're all narcissistic in as much as we're all coming from a kind of a line of people that believed in themselves to a certain degree, and it amalgamates in whatever you are, and so on and so forth. It's perpetual, basically, and it grows. And I guess our association to it is how it grows and how it continues. So yeah, the kind of the thing which I discovered was there was, like, I was basically going through loads and loads of skin issues off the back of a kind of like a load of personal stress, basically, that went on for quite a long time. And the reason why I went through it was because I couldn't comprehend the change that I was going through, and I couldn't comprehend the kind of the losses that I was going through, and the kind of, it was basically, it was beyond my comfort and beyond my comprehension. So I think that's generally how problems start to manifest. So yeah, depending on the type of way it affects your mind based on your nature and nurture, is obviously how it then affects your body, or maybe even affects other people via affecting your mind. So yeah, really, what I did was, once I started to discover like the core kind of causes of my symptoms, and I started to kind of emotionally release those in kind of like meditation, which is really easy. You ain't got to sit down and kind of like give it loads of time or anything. Just really think about those things. If you want to talk about that, we can talk about that too. But I think it's kind of unique for each individual too. So just discover your own way to deal with that. And these narcissistic layers that I'm talking about, they're beyond discussion. So it's not like somebody else can point out your narcissistic layers to you in the way that I'm describing them. We have to discover them within ourselves, and to a degree, they are comprehension. They are deep-rooted comprehension. As much as we can consciously understand our own subconscious, so really, my recommendation is, if you are going through like physical symptoms or mental symptoms, basically something which isn't, it isn't you at your best, basically. If you're experiencing that kind of thing, I really recommend going deep inside your mind on your own and starting to release the way that you see things. Release, because at the end of the day, if you're still suffering from symptoms, then what you know about it isn't actually helping you at all, because you don't actually know it. If you knew it, if you knew the truth about your symptoms, then you would embody it. And if you embodied it, then you wouldn't have the symptoms. So therefore, it's like we have to really start to acknowledge that we don't know shit, really. We just got to start to let go of our comprehension. And in doing so, we really start to reprogram. I know what I'm talking about is a little bit fluffy, and I'm not really hitting the nail on the head, man, but we're talking energetics here, do you know what I mean? I'm talking like big minds. So you want to, we're talking about getting inside your mind. Obviously, I'm not talking to people necessarily here who, maybe a little bit caught in some kind of methodology, or you're studying a certain school of thought. I'm talking about freestyle, big consciousness, getting to know yourself. Yeah, and I know myself very well, thank you. It's wicked, and I recommend you do too, man. But yeah, narcissistic layers, just keep going through them. They're silent, you know, and what you think you know, you don't know. You know, you're just activating it again, man. With the fluff, I apologise, but you get my gist, innit? Thank you. Peace. Bye.